All right, welcome back to Social Studies Made Simple. Another episode looking at the CCSLC SBA. All right, so I know for some people it's late, but for others it's very early. So whether you're in grade 11 or grade 10, this could be of great help to you because never too late to start. Let's say it's never too late for a shower rain. So if it happens that you are one of those who are falling behind and you just haven't done and you're in a crunch time, all right, let's get going. Not wasting any more time. So now we're looking at SBA 2. Not 2, sorry. SBA 1.2. Let me call it that. So it's module 1, task 2, and this is the one dealing with the family tree. All right, so on my screen you can see my family tree. And let me bring this up some more. Let me scroll out so you can see the whole tree. I want you to be able to see the, all right, great. All right, so the questions are at the bottom. So as we look at the questions, we're going to go back and check the family tree to see how best we can answer them. All right. So here's the family tree. So now, and if you look at the key, you would realize, and a key is always useful in a diagram. So once you use symbols, the symbols must be explained because not everyone will know what you intended when you put the symbol that you put there. So in this case, the triangle refers to male, equals male, and the oval refers to the female. Oval with a slash through it refers, well, either one with a slash through it would refer to the person being deceased. B equals birth and M equals marriage. So with that said, let us continue. Oh, by the way, this person, Ansis Shinapu, Indira Sterling, they got married, right? They got married when? 1948. And Ansis was born in 1910. Indira was born 1915. So Ansis is what, 5 years older than Indira? And if you want to know the exact age, then you just minus it from the year you want to know. All right, the current year. So this line going down from between Ansis and Indira is showing their offspring. So this line is attached to another line going across, we would say horizontal, with two things attached to it, two triangles, and the triangle again means what? Yes, male. So it means this couple had produced or reproduced two children, and the two children are Ramesh Shinapu, Joseph Shinapu. Okay, and the same thing follows. So Ramesh Shinapu here, married in 1972, Keisha Ramjan, and they too had children, and they had 3 boys based on the 3 triangles here. And from their 3 children, 2 we don't see where they got married, at least not up to the point of the family tree. And we don't see where they have any offspring because we don't see any line going down from them, and we don't see any box in between them and somebody else. So now Keishan was the only one who had children, and Keishan, we don't see where he got married or anything, but he had 2 children, and they are Nekishi and Nadia Chinapu. All right, so we're not seeing here who Keishan got married to, but obviously that's not necessary for what we're going to answer. Over here, Joseph, he got married to Brenda, and of course Brenda died because we've seen the slash through that oval. And they had 2 children, a boy and a girl, because remember, a girl and a boy, because the oval refers to the female and the triangle to the male. And one of the child, being Malaika, got married to this gentleman named Anif Mohammed, so that means her name would now become Mohammed as well. And they had 2 children, Carlos and Sohini. And of course, this other child from Brenda and Joseph, Myron, he did not have any children, and we didn't see where he got married. So now, if these persons Joseph and Ramesh, they are brothers because they both have the same parents. So if Ramesh have these children over here and Joseph has these children over here, then it means if you are two brothers' children, you are what? Cousins. Good? So that would make the children here and the children over here cousins. In addition to that, it would mean since Joseph and Ramesh are brothers, that anybody Ramesh gets married to, in this case Keisha, would become Joseph's in-law, his sister-in-law. And Brenda would have been Ramesh's sister-in-law because she got married to Ramesh's brother. I hope that's clear and I didn't mix you up. One more thing before I move on. So now, Anis and Indira are parents for these two boys. So these two boys' children would become Anis and Indira's what? Grandchildren. So when these grandchildren of these persons go again and have children, then these become the great grandchildren of Ansis and Indira. So great grandchildren, so great grandchildren, grandchildren, children, and the original parents. If you're clear. So now let's get into the questions and see how well you will do answering them. How many generations are shown on the family tree? And we just looked at that. Each level where children are born into the family. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay? Right. Now, next question. What is the relationship between Joseph Shinapu and Soyini Mohammed? So let's find these people on the family tree. Joseph Shinapu and Soyini Mohammed. Where's Joseph? Joseph is right here. And where's Soyini? Down here. Alright, so what's the relationship between these two people? Joseph got married to Brenda, had Malaika and Myron, and Malaika had Carlos and Soyini. So that means Soyini is one of Joseph's children, is a child of one of Joseph's children. So it makes her the granddaughter. So it's a grandfather-granddaughter relationship, assuming that Soyini is female. All right. In what year did Anif and Myron become in-laws? Anif, if I remember correctly. All right. So Anif here got married to Malaika. And we're asking about Anif and who? Hanif and Myron. Okay. So Hanif got married to Myron's sister in 2000. So when did they become in-laws? When did they become brothers-in-law? Not the same year when get married to his sister. So that would be 2000. So don't mix up in-laws and go give me a birth date or anything like that. Because the B means birth and the M means marriage. So you become in-laws through marriage. Relationship between Nadia Shinapu and Anil Shinapu. So Nadia is right here and Anil is over here. So Nadia is Keishan's child. Anil is Keishan's brother. See? They are both children of Ramesh and Keisha. So, brothers. So if Nadia is Keishan's child and Anil is Keishan's brother, that makes her his niece. So niece and uncle and niece. Name two persons who are of the same age. So remember, we have the birth dates for everybody. So all you have to do is just look for anybody who have the same birth year. So Keisha, 1973. Can we find anybody else with 1973? Not married 1973, birth. So 1973. Can we find another one? I'm not seeing any. All right, can we find 1976? Shema and Anil, they were born the same year. So that would be an answer for that question. Here again, Nadia, born 2005, sorry. Soyini, born 2005. And if we search carefully, we might find others as well. Okay? Alright, so but we're not going to spend any more time on that. You can find the others by yourself. But in any event, you only need to name 2 persons who were born the same year. Okay, moving on. Name the 2 types of family structures represented on the tree. So, and you would be expected to know the family types, right? Here, right here, you're seeing a single parent family. Why is it a single parent family? Because the mother in the family died. So it's just the father with the, just the father with the children here. And you can look here and you could call this an extended family if the couple here is still living with the parents. And this is a nuclear family. Parents and children. So in essence, you just need to know the different types of families, and that should help you. So you just need to know the family types. You have the nuclear family, which is mother, father, and children. The extended family, which includes the grandparents, aunts, uncles, etc., cousins. Then you have the single parent family, where it's just one parent and the children. And then you would have the sibling headed household, where it's just the children, older brother or sister taking care of younger brothers or sisters. Now let's continue to the final question. I think it is: state one institution used for gathering information for constructing the family tree. That you wouldn't find here. But of course, we would know that if you want to find out about your family tree and your family members, one place that you could go, especially here in Jamaica, is RGD. RGD meaning short for Registrar General's Department. Also, schools, you can get information on persons from schools as well as from churches. Remember, churches, you do christening, and these records are kept for many, many, many years. The same for school. School records are kept. Right now, if you go to Claude McKay and you speak to Miss Rodriguez, she could tell you that there's this big book that is there from 1976 when the school was first opened, and it has every student who came through the doors of Claude McKay, when they came, when they left, their year of birth, all of that. All right, so 3 places you could easily get information to construct your family tree: Registrar's Office, Registry Office, in our case RGD, Registrar General's Department, school, as well as church. All right, so that's it for today. And the next task we will be moving on to is Module 2, Task 1.